Yep. Sounds like storms.
It does. Aren't we done? Okay, 1 minute.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Yeah. He sent one to Warren too. He sent it.
Oh, okay.
I just told him you were having we're working on our own mental health initiative, but we don't have the money. Which is pretty true.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sarpy County Board of Equalization meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. It's 3:00 p.m. Please silence all cell phones. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the north wall of the county boardroom. We have present today Commissioners Kelly, Klug, Warren, Mixon, and Burmeister, along with our County Administrator Bonnie Moore, our County Clerk Deb Hotaling, our County Assessor Dan Pittman, and our County Treasurer Jeff Mikesell. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start with the consent equalization agenda with regular items, typically our routine. Anyone want to see any items removed from the consent agenda, or if not, a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 5.1 is exemption applications on real and personal property by qualifying organizations, Form 451. Request for a waiver of filing deadline to allow for assessor review for Housing Foundation of Sarpy County. 31 parcels for years ranging from 2021 to 2023. This is Carolyn Pospisil and Dan Pittman, County Assessor. On this particular item, I know that our county attorney is looking at the possible options here. And so we'd like to have a little more time, I think, as a board to look at those legal options that are available on this particular issue. So if anyone wants to make a motion to table, I would entertain that motion.
So moved.
Table till when?
Next week or
Yeah.
next week? Next Tuesday, whatever day that is.
23rd.
April
Yeah.
23rd. Thank you, Commissioner Klug.
I'll second.
16th,
To April 23rd.
23rd. Okay.
Yeah. Motion to table to April 23rd made by Commissioner Mixon, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 5.2 is tax correction 17413, Dan Pittman, County Assessor.
Good afternoon. Do you have any questions on this one?
Questions for Dan?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug,
Second.
second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
All agenda items having been addressed as published, the Board of Equalization is adjourned and will reset for the Board of Commissioners.
1 minute. Okay.
Welcome to the Sarpy County Board of Commissioners meeting. Today is April 16th, 2024. It's 3:03 p.m. We have present today Commissioners Kelly, Klug, Warren, Mixon, and Burmeister, along with our County Administrator Bonnie Moore and our County Clerk Deb Hotaling. We'll start with awards, proclamations, and presentations, starting with item 3.1, Sarpy County Telecommunicators Week proclamation, April 14 through 2024, with 2 TCPR life-saving awards. I'll read in the proclamation, and then we'll ask Bill Muldoon, our Emergency Communications Director, to come forward. Sorry, I got to get it big enough for my eyes to see. Whereas public safety telecommunicators are the first critical contact our citizens have with emergency services, and whereas dispatchers respond quickly and calmly to high-pressure situations to convey reliable details to law enforcement, fire, and medical personnel, and whereas dispatchers are trained to provide CPR instructions over the phone while callers wait for first responders to arrive, which can result in life-saving care, and whereas dispatchers support sheriff's deputies, police officers, firefighters, and paramedics, monitoring their activities by radio to provide them critical information and ensure their safety in an emergency situation. And whereas dispatchers serve our community and public safety personnel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas Sarpy County Emergency Communications Team receive on average 170 calls to 911 per day and answer another 183 non-emergency calls per day. And whereas Sarpy dispatchers take their responsibilities seriously and exhibit compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of their duties. And whereas Sarpy County is grateful, extremely grateful, for their exemplary service, and therefore, the Sarpy County Board of Commissioners recognizes April 14 through 20, 2024 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Sarpy County, Nebraska, to celebrate and honor the men and women who help our citizens and our first responders and keep them safe. Approved on the 16th day of April 2024. And then we'll ask Bill Muldoon to come forward.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I brought some of the crew with me to recognize with a couple different awards. I'd like to ask Nautica, Nick, Lauren, and Patty to step up and stand behind me. I'd like to recognize first Nautica and Nick for a CPR Life-Saving Award. Nautica first in June of 2023, and I believe this is the only one we had for last year. Nautica answered a 911 call from a woman whose husband had collapsed. His breathing was labored and irregular. She quickly created a call for emergency medical services and began to provide CPR instructions. She reassured the woman when she started to panic and remained focused and encouraging until a Bellevue police officer arrived and took over compressions. Then we have Nick, who answered a call from a man whose wife was not breathing well. Nick could hear the woman's snores in the background and immediately recognized it as agonal breathing, a serious concern requiring immediate medical attention. He quickly created a call for EMS help and provided CPR instructions using a calm yet forward tone to the flustered caller. He counted the compressions until EMS arrived and took over. In both of these cases, the patients were transported to Bellevue Medical Center. They were successfully resuscitated and returned home. That is the requirement for a TCPR award, is that we verify that they were in cardiac arrest, were transported, were resuscitated, and go home. And then that qualifies for the award. I might note that this is Nick's third life-saving award and Nautica's second. So they've had a couple. They're getting pretty experienced at it. Something new, too, this time, we have two that delivered babies over the phone. So this is kind of rare, too. So we have Lauren behind me. She received a call about a pregnant woman who was in active labor. She calmly repeated instructions and solicited information from the caller about the events taking place in what was a very chaotic scene. She kept the focus, kept encouraging people on the scene, and helped the mother deliver a baby boy while EMS was responding. And then Patty Conradson answered 911 from a male who said a pregnant woman was in labor, unable to make it to the hospital in time to deliver. Over the speakerphone, she assisted doula on location through the maternity protocol. She made sure that the doula understood the instructions provided and reassured those on the scene of what to do next while waiting EMS to arrive. The mother delivered a baby boy. So we have an input at the beginning of people coming in and people trying to escape. So anyway, I did want to recognize Nautica and Nick for the Life-Saving Award. And then we have him someplace. So the pin is a headset with a stork carrying a baby. So Patty, how often do we deliver babies?
That's my first. I've been here since '96.
Now, see, I didn't volunteer that. And then,
It's more second, isn't it?
No, I've only had the one.
yeah. So anyway, it's kind of a rare event to take it all the way through, and they have corresponding certificates to go along with. Anyway, thank you very much for the service you provide. And
Can we come down and shake their hand? Would that
You
be
bet.
okay? Thank you.
Picture.
Get the most modest staff.
you don't know the way I know.
Can we get a group picture? Yep. Thank you.
Board in the back, maybe. Guys in the front.
Next in back.
How about right here by John Kelly? We'll just squeeze in between.
Nick, the short guy's right.
Don't worry, no bunny ears.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We have the esteemed Sarpy County coin for the over.
And if I can beg your indulgence one more moment, we have 3 new dispatchers that just graduated our program. These dispatchers started last May. It started off with a group of 6. We have 3 that have graduated and signed off, and you're hearing them every day on the radio. So I'd like to introduce Lauren, Pat, oops, this is the wrong one. Yep. So Courtney, Dominique, and Brooklyn. You want to step forward? Our 3 newest dispatchers. Did any of you bring family?
Yeah, my kids are here.
Yeah. Do they want to step up? You want to come up? I think it's great they brought their children because actually we share their mom with them. And when mom's gone for 12 hours and gone on some holidays and everything, this is where they're at. And so we're very proud of your mom. Glad that you share her with us. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Bill. Next, we have Commissioners and Administrators' announcements and comments. We'll start with Commissioner Mixon.
I just want to say again, thank you so much for your service. It's a very difficult job, and it's a very difficult job. We know that, and we don't fully understand it always because we're not in your shoes when you're actually on those calls. But thank you so much for your dedication. We truly, truly appreciate it. And most of all, not even just this board, but the citizens of Sarpy County. So thank you very much.
I'd echo that comment. I was on the other end of the radio for 40 years,
And it's always good to have a calm voice to direct and kind of play with you every once in a while, and that's appreciated. Thank you.
Commissioner Klug.
And again, we appreciate everything that you do. Commented to Bill that I think you're the most modest group of employees that we have in the county. It's amazing what you do under pressure, and we really appreciate it. You keep the community safe, and it's invaluable. Thank you.
Yeah, to the new team members, welcome to Sarpy County. Glad to have you guys on the team and look forward to working with you over the coming years. So good job. Thanks.
Thank you all for your service. Bonnie?
No comment, thank you.
We will move on to the consent commissioners agenda. Anyone like to see any items removed from the consent agenda?
Motion to approve is published.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 6.1 is public hearing and resolution 2024-105, comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use map from low to medium density residential and residential estates to light industrial on 2 parcels legally described as Lot 1 Scale Gas Addition and the northeasterly part of tax lot 1A1 in section 22, T13N R12E of the 6 PM, Sarpy County, Nebraska, generally located southwest of South 87th Street and Platteview Road. Applicant, the City of Papillion, Kelly Jeck, Planning Specialist. Okay. Perfect. 6.2 is public hearing and resolution 2024-106, comprehensive plan amendment to change the growth management zones map from urban reserve zone to rural development zone on 2 parcels legally described as Lot 1 Scale Gas Addition and the northeasterly part of tax lot 1A1 in section 22 T13N R12E of the 6th PM, Sarpy County, Nebraska, generally located southwest of South 87th Street and Platteview Road. Applicant, Sarpy County Planning and Building Department, Kelly Jeck, Planning Specialist. 6.3 is public hearing and resolution 2024-107, rezoning from agricultural farming district to light industrial on the property legally described as the northeasterly part of tax lot 1A1 in section 22 T13N R12E of the 6th PM, Sarpy County, Nebraska, for the expansion of existing facilities generally located southwest of South 87th Street and Platteview Road. Applicant, the City of Papillion, Kelly Jeck, Planning Specialist. And 6.4 is public hearing and resolution 2024-108, preliminary plat for a subdivision to be known as Lot 1 Papillion Water Treatment Plant, being a platting of part of tax lot 1A1 in the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter of section 22 T13N R12E of the 6th PM and Lot 1 Scale Gas Addition, Sarpy County, Nebraska, for the expansion of existing facilities generally located southwest of South 87th Street and Platteview Road. Applicant, the City of Papillion, Kelly Jeck's Planning Specialist. The next one, too? Or do you want me to stop there? Do you want me to read 6.5 and 6.6 also?
And what is the,
It's the final plat and.
yes, please.
Okay. 6.5 is public hearing resolution 2024-109, final plat for a subdivision to be known as Lot 1 Papillion Water Treatment Plant, being a platting of part of tax lot 1A1 in the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter of section 22 T13N R12E of the 6 PM on and Lot 1 Scale Gas Addition, Sarpy County, Nebraska, for the expansion of existing facilities generally located southwest of South 87th Street and Platteview Road. Applicant, the City of Papillion, Kelly Jeck, Planning Specialist. And
that's it.
Okay,
Final plat, yeah.
perfect.
All right. Okay. For your consideration is a request from the City of Papillion to rezone and plat 2 parcels into 1 lot, approximately 8 acres in size, for the expansion of their existing water treatment facility located south Platteview Road and east of 87th Street. To accomplish their plan, we are having a public hearing today on the following applications. The first is a comp plan amendment to change the future land use from residential, so it'd be low to medium density residential and residential estates, to light industrial. Second is a comp plan amendment to change the growth management map from the urban reserve zone to the rural development zone. And we have then a rezoning from the Ag District to the Light Industrial District. Light Industrial District zoning allows public utilities as a principal permitted use and is consistent with the smaller lot here, which is one of the two lots, which is currently zoned IL. And then we have a preliminary plat. So here is one of the lots, and this is lot 1A1, and then this is lot 1 scale gas, and so they're combining these, so it'll be an 8-acre tract. Whoop. All right, I hit the button too far. And then the final plat, so here's the combined lot of 8 acres. And so here is their proposal. They're proposing a building here. This is their existing facility. Here is a building, and then a clear water part of their plant. And here is the Planning Commission held a public hearing on this application and recommended approval. Staff is also recommending approval of all the applications. And Alex Evans, city engineer for the city of Papillion, is in attendance if you have any questions.
Any questions for Kelly or for Alex?
Kelly? Is the only access off of Platteview Road?
No, 87th Street here. Here, let me,
I see 87th Street.
right. Yeah, there is no access to Platteview Road.
Okay.
Correct.
See, that was my
Yeah, sorry.
concern.
Yeah,
Okay, so all the access is off 87.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anyone have any other questions? This is a public hearing. Would anyone like to be heard on any of the items 6.1 through 6.5? Any members of the public? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion on 6.1.
Motion to approve 2024-105.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion?
Yeah, a comment. When the comprehensive plan was done, this was envisioned as being a residential growth area, although there was a small sliver of IL down there. And then when you go back and you change the comprehensive plan now to designated light industrial, it's going to basically reshape the whole surrounding area around there for the future. I don't have a particular problem with this at all, but I'm just pointing it out that there was a reason it wasn't designated IL when the comp plan was first drafted, and now we're kind of going to be changing the landscape around there because I don't think if I were building a residential home, I'd want it next to an industrial area. And we ran into this with the OPPD natural gas plant out there, which is one of the reasons I adamantly opposed it, because it's going to reshape the whole comp plan out there for what we had originally envisioned for the use of that land. So I'm just pointing that out because it's a pretty significant vote here. But I will support it.
Other questions or comments? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 6.2,
Motion to approve.
Second.
motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 6.3,
Motion to approve 2024-107.
Second.
motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 6.4,
Same motion, 2024-108.
Second.
motion to approve
areas in red are the existing right-of-way for the roads that no longer exist, that the county has determined we no longer need. In your packet, you have a recommendation from the county engineer to proceed with the vacation of the road. You also have, per statute, an ordinance passed by the city of Gretna saying that they have no opposition to this road vacation going forward. Today's the public hearing on vacating the road. At some point in the next few weeks or month, you'll actually have the action item to vacate those red sections of road. After that, the county, we will package the red parcels with the blue or the gray parcels. We'll go get an appraisal on each of those lots so that the board has an understanding of what the possible market value is of those. And then we'll post those 3 parcels for bid publicly, competitively per statute. Just a reminder on each of those lots, there may be utilities there may be easements that need to be retained, there's access limitations, there's setback issues. So as we talk with the appraiser, when they conduct the appraisal, we'll be making sure they understand those issues with each of those properties so the board has a really good understanding of what the value is. Again, with that, a public hearing, and happy to answer questions. And I know Kayla Hathcote from the County Attorney's Office has been helping manage this through the process as well.
So what happens if we vacate it and nobody wants it?
If we vacate it and nobody wants it, you just retain it as a lot that we
outlot?
control. As an outlot, yeah.
So I would assume these are going to be outlaws even if they're acquired, correct?
You know, if they are acquired by a property and you see some that kind of make sense to adjacent property owners, they can incorporate, replat those parcels into their lot to make their lot
So
either.
maybe Windsor West, is that what you're insinuating there?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and give them more favorable setbacks, give them more property. You can do, even though there may be an easement on it, you can still do parking. At this point, the county's determined we don't have a need for them. So, you know, let's see if the market's interested in purchasing them from us.
Thank you.
So, Scott, if the right-of-way is, if we let the right-of-way go, then you're combining it with the gray areas, and that gives us, what, 3 or 4 lots here to sell?
You're looking at 3 lots. So you have the lot up here just to the northeast of 180th and Giles. You have what would be considered one parcel here on the southwest corner of 180th and Giles, and then this parcel here that would be packaged together. So really 3 parcels.
What's the other little sliver on the top right?
Yeah, that would go with that one. Yeah.
Okay.
We would and if you look through the packet, we do have like surveys on all of these defining them. This is just kind of an easier to read map, I guess.
Any other questions?
It's
It's a public hearing, so any members of the public want to be heard on this matter? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and no action today, correct?
Right.
Correct, okay. Item 7.2 is Resolution 2024-103, Contract Agreement with Lumen Technologies to add Session Initiation Protocol, SIP telephone network to the Emergency Communications 911 Center in the amount of $10,468 for a one-time initiation cost and a monthly fee of $1,318. Bill Muldoon, Emergency Communications Director.
Good afternoon. I have Kimberly Cusack here with our telephone and technology manager. It's her project. What we're proposing is moving our current analog Albea and CenturyLink administrative phone lines to the SIP provided by Lumen Technologies. The current phone lines do need updating. The VIA lines are going away. The new SIP network will be geodiverse when needed, and the SIP trucks will add additional redundancy, diversity, automatic failover when the 911 circuits get overloaded, which is not present with the current 911 system. The one-time cost is $10,468. The monthly charges that come after that for the SIP lines are $1,318 per month, which represents a savings over the current different vendors that we're currently using. The project initiation, the $10,000 does qualify for our sinking fund, which can only be used for specific purposes, we need to spend that down within the next year. 3 years. It's currently at 55,000, and this project would take care of 10,000 of that. Any questions?
Questions?
Dude, what's the estimated savings from the old to this new?
It was very hard to figure out the Avaya savings because the Avaya is paid for the entire courthouse. So to split those out, it was hard for me to get that number. The actual Lumen bills were over $1,300 a month. So we pay two right now, one in 911, which is around $199 a month, and the other one was a little over $1,200 that IS is paying for currently.
Okay, thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 8.1 is collective bargaining executive session. Kate Gatewood, Deputy County Attorney.
For the protection of the public interest, I move that we go into executive session to discuss collective bargaining.
Second.
Motion to go into executive session on collective bargaining made by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Mixon. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none.
It's now 4:09 at 3:32. We went into executive session where our discussion was restricted to collective bargaining. I need a motion that we return to regular session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion to return to regular session made by Commissioner Mixon, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
All agenda items having been addressed as published, the Board of Commissioners is adjourned. We'll reset for the Board of Corrections.
Give me just 1 minute. Okay.
Welcome to the Sarpy County Board of Corrections meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. It's 4:10 PM. We have present today Commissioners Kelly, Klug, Warren, Mixon, and Burmeister, along with our County Administrator Bonnie Moore and our County Clerk Deb Hotelling. We'll start with the corrections minutes, item 3.1. Is there a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item number 4 is our quarterly jail inspection.
So we're gonna recess.
So we will recess. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Are we recessed though? We're still.
Hold on just a minute. I gotta get.
This is
You gotta return to regular session.
oh, okay.
Could you please?
Sure, do I just say we're returning to regular
We need a
session?
motion to go back into regular session.
We were always in regular session, so we just did Deb, I think if you just notate the jail tour, the time that we left for the jail tour and the time that we came back.
Well, we still gotta adjourn the meeting though to get out of it, Bonnie. Right? We always adjourn when they come back, if I can be
That's what she was doing.
Time they left and the time they returned.
Oh, good. Do you know that? Because I don't.
You announced everything at 4:46.
Yeah,
Okay.
Deb's got it.
Is that okay?
Yep.
You are
All
now
agenda
down.
items having been addressed as published, the Board of Corrections is
Thank
adjourned.
you.
Thanks, Deb.
Thank you.